Astoria here in New York. And that's the news.
And you're clear.
Jimmy, come on, get your camera. We've got to get down to the Waldorf. Don't worry, I'll clear it with the chief.
Okay, but he'll never let you cover it.
I'll convince him. Meet you downstairs. Chief, listen, Chief.
What is it this time, Lois?
Chief, the daytime Emmys. They'll all be there. Erica Kane, Dr. John Dixon, Pat.
So?
Come on, Chief, I know I can get a big story. You gotta let me...
Oh, forget it, Lois.
Forget it. Think of it, Chief. Today at the Waldorf, all of them there in one big group. The movers and shakers and the troublemakers pick and choose. Send me their Chief on up to the Waldorf. Give me a chance and I'll give you a scoop. From General Hospital to Genoa City, what's the news? Send me for the stories. I gotta get the stories. All the grief and glory. Sex and strife. Chief, I know it. This could be the story of my life.
Okay, Lois, but don't blow it.
You won't be sorry, Chief.
Sorry already.
Get the story. It's Mr. Chandler. Mr. Chandler? Mr. Chandler? Stewart or Adam? Is it Adam or Stewart? Which are you? Has anyone ever told you how much alike you look? Even for twins. If you're Stewart, let's talk about Cindy. How do the doctors think she'll do? If you're Adam, tell us about that fight with Brooke. Either one's a story. I'm here to get the story of either Mr. Chandler and his wife. Share with us the story of her life.
Miss, I'm very sorry, but I'd love to speak with you. But they need both of me upstairs.
Thank you again, Stewart. Adam, come on, Jimmy. I know a shortcut to the ballroom. Wow, Melinda Kramer. Miss Kramer, Melinda, can you give me a lead? A story too hot for eye on land view. Miss Kramer, Melinda, you know what I need. After all, you're a newswoman too.
I feel so bad, but I can't talk right now. They need me on stage.
Come on, Jimmy, this way. Maybe somebody's in makeup. What a break. Look who we've got here. Mindy Lewis and Rusty Shane. Come on, guys. I need an exclusive. Help me out. Jimmy, a close-up. Tell us, Mindy, are you splitting with Rusty? Tell us, Rusty, will you clear your name? Think about the millions of viewers left in doubt, waiting for your story. I gotta get the story. This is how an ace reporter thrives, asking you the story of your life.
1 minute, everybody. 1 minute there.
I'm sorry, we've got to go
Next week, let's get together next week. Okay, Jimmy, let's get to the ballroom before it's too late. Look, Jimmy, we're in luck. It's Cruz Castillo. Lieutenant Castillo. I mean, Mr. Castillo, we've had a hot tip. We thought you'd want to comment on this. We hear you have trouble with Eaton and Chip.
Well, if you want to know the real story,
Excuse me, miss. We're about to start.
live from the grand ballroom of the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City, 16th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards, starring From All My Children, As the World Turns, Guiding Light and the Young and the Restless, James Mitchell and Ruth Warwick, Larry Brigman and Kim Zimmer, Michael Damian and Laura Lee Bell, and Peter Marshall and Oprah Winfrey. From Days of Our Lives, Wheel of Fortune, Win, Lose, or Draw, One Life to Live, Guiding Light, and As the World Turns, Stephen Nichols and Mary Beth Evans, Pat Sajak and Vicki Lawrence, Robert Woods and Erica Slezak, and Lisa Brown. And from General Hospital, Kim Schreiner and Jackie Zeman. From Santa Barbara, Guiding Light, the bold and the beautiful, and as the world turns. A. Martinez and Nancy Grahn. Robert Newman and Michelle Forbes. Catherine Kelly Lang, Ron Moss and Joanna Johnson. Michael Swan and Margaret Reed. And John McCook and Susan Flannery.
Come on, Jimmy. This is our last chance. Look at them all. So many stars, so many stories. Patch and Kayla hear wedding bells. Reba looks for Alan down in Mexico. In this age of media blitzes, in this era of kiss and tells, everybody's fighting for the right to know all the thrilling stories. We want to know your stories. We want to see what Tina, Brock, and Erica connives. Tell us of the riches and the wives. Show us the ambitions, dreams, and drives. Let us know the tears may fall, but love survives. You're telling us the stories.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of the 15th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards, Mr. Phil Donahue.
Thank you very much. I am pleased to welcome you to the 15th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards and to add my congratulations to the ones you've already offered. To the talented young woman who starred in our brilliant opening segment, Miss Maureen Silliman. Here gathered at the Waldorf are the people who make up the creative community of daytime television. Throughout this room, you will see the many familiar faces of the on-camera performers, as well as the producers, the writers, and the technicians that have made American daytime television the most varied, most informative, and most entertaining anywhere in the world. This is our once-a-year self-indulgence that gives some of us a chance to win a very coveted prize. And just as important to us, an opportunity to schmooze in a fancy ballroom with pals we work with and compete against. We're pleased you've joined us for the 1988 Daytime Emmy Awards, and we will present our first award in just a moment.
The 15th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards is sponsored by Maxwell House Coffee, always good to the last drop. And by Johnson & Johnson, where quality products have been a tradition for generations.
Before we introduce our first presenters, this note. This telecast comes to you live from New York at a time when hundreds of our colleagues who are members of the Writers Guild of America are on strike against various studios and companies. The producers and everyone participating in this television program are pleased that it is broadcast with the support of the leadership of the WGA. In other words, our participation in this telecast in no way undermines any effort to reach a just settlement to what has become a long and painful labor action. Everyone in this room understands the importance of the contribution of the members of the Writers Guild to our individual careers and to our industry, and joins me in wishing them well and saying out loud that we miss you very much and we want you back to work very soon. And And now down to business. What do you get when you team a glamorous model for a cosmetic company with Genoa City's leading rock star? Well, you not only get the makings of a steamy romance, you get two exciting presenters for our first award of the afternoon.
I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
Really glad.
Get back to work, all right? Back to work. All of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, from The Young and the Restless, Michael Damian and Laura Lee Bell.
Our first award today goes out to Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Daytime Drama.
Well, the nominees are outstanding.
Yes.
In fact, I think we should change the name of the award.
Change it? Change it to what?
Well, how about the ultimate outstanding supporting actress?
I'm sorry. We're a lot funnier when there isn't a writer's strike. And now our nominees. Here they are. Any minute.
Well, in case it doesn't matter where I am. Not if they're going to pretend I don't even exist. Is there anyone who cares about me? Is there someone who's going to welcome me home with open arms? Gina, it's good to have you back.
From Santa Barbara, Robin Madsen.
You've got to take good care of yourself. I promised myself that this is going to be my last marriage, and I didn't make that vow.
From As the World Turns, Eileen Fulton. Yeah.
It's just a lot to take in. Like Dawn and having to tell Scott, and then to find out AIDS. You hear such awful things. Oh my God! I'm so scared. Scared.
From All My Children, Ellen Wheeler.
Oh, wonderful. Sure, just go ahead. I give you my permission to just stand there and pass judgment on me. It's all right. But don't keep it to yourself. Let me hear it. I want to hear all about how you think that I am stupid and irresponsible. And for heaven's sakes, please tell me exactly what you think of me.
From The Guiding Light, Maeve Kincaid.
But what about Lily? Huh? Or don't you think that she had a right to know this?
Right to know what? The shame that you put me through? How she was conceived? To know that she's a child of rape? This is everything that I was afraid of happening. Once it started, it couldn't be stopped.
From As the World Turns, Lisa Brown.
I'm sorry, but this really isn't going to work.
What do you mean?
We're just two very different people.
Wait a minute. I thought opposites attract.
Well, I'm afraid this isn't one of those times.
Well, what was it? Was it something I said? Is it the way I dress? Was it the music? Shut
Oh, from Days of Our Lives, Arlene Sutton.
And the winner is...
All right.
The winner is Ellen Wheeler from All My
is going to mean to me later on. So this is really, really hard. This role has been really incredible for me for reasons that probably seem obvious to you, but for some other ones too. In my life, I had just forgotten that we can't achieve anything if we're just working by ourselves. And when I was able to come work with this particular group of people, I was reminded that if we all work together and we all have a common goal and we want to achieve it, we can. And we can entertain people and teach them something at the same time. And there are lots of people out there who want to do that. Thank you all very much for this opportunity.
Our next award is for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Daytime Drama, and our presenters are from The Bold and the Beautiful. In fact, you can tell they're from The Bold and the Beautiful because he's just beautiful as the brilliant fashion mogul Eric Forrester, and she's bold, dynamic, and determined as his wife, Stephanie.
When you think about some of our friends who live here, Beverly Hills, Bel Air, Malibu, they have everything imaginable.
But the one thing that money can't buy. A true and lasting relationship. And we didn't get that, did we?
How is it, really, that you're able to be so damn civilized about all this?
Ladies and gentlemen, John McCook and Susan Flannery.
Here are the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Daytime Drama.
Lady, he's not your son. All right, he's mine. He's my shame. I accept that. All right, but with God's grace and your forgiveness, I'm dealing with that, aren't I? And damn it, I happen to be proud of the lad. He's come a long way since becoming part of our lives. I think he's come a hell of a long way. In fact, I'll tell you something else. I think his behavior lately is more like a Ryan than some Ryans I know.
From Ryan's Hope, Bernie Barrow.
Susan.
I heard the terrible news about Caroline. I wanted to extend my sympathies.
It's not true. It's not true. It's a lie. You're here because of the serum, aren't you? Yes.
Lionel, just listen to me a minute.
See, how much are you willing to pay? What has your checkbook got that can pay me to keep quiet, huh?
I want you to authorize an autopsy on Caroline.
Not in a million years. Especially a person like you to invade my privacy.
I know how tough it is on you to...
Leave. Cece, just leave.
From Santa Barbara, Nicholas Costa.
No, not really. We were looking for you to talk about this crazy scheme of yours.
Father, you said you weren't going to browbeat her.
I'm merely trying to point out that it's not very practical for her to go rushing off to the Biscayne Islands to open up a medical clinic.
Well, Edward, I will make it practical.
You know, you're not exactly Albert, what's his name? Albert Einstein?
Schweitzer. You mean Albert Schweitzer?
That's the one. Who do you think you are, Albert Schweitzer?
From General Hospital, David Lewis.
Why I was living my life. Why? Stealing. Afraid that you'd find out and I'd have to face you. I didn't think I would be able to bear seeing the way you're looking at me now.
From All My Children, Mark Lemura.
I never do sweet things. I can't. I mean, if I were doing something for you, it was because I was doing something for me.
Why?
Because I wanted to. Because it made me feel good.
But why?
From Santa Barbara, Justin Dees.
And the winner,
Justin Dees. Justin wasn't able to be here today, but he sent you a message.
His message is, I'm flabbergasted and think myself the luckiest man in the world to be working with this extraordinary cast and crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, A. Martinez and Nancy Braun.
So, Nance, now that we're alone, have I ever told you what a fine-looking babe I think you are?
thanks, babe. Now, it's time to present the award for Outstanding Game Show.
Speaking of games, what kind of game would a fabulous-looking...
And the nominees are...
The Marines have landed, but I don't think you have the situation right.
7.
Have you been taking lessons from Tyson, baby, or what?
He taught me how to do that in less than 90 seconds. Anyway, here are the 5 nominees for this year's youngest leading man in a daytime drama series.
I know her. In fact, I know that... I know things didn't happen the way they painted it in that story in the paper.
Mrs. Carson admitted it to us.
Yeah, I know what she said. And I also know what she didn't say.
What makes you think you know so much about Mrs. Carson anyway?
Jen, I'm the guy that she slept with.
Stage 4 Live, Billy Warlock.
Okay, I see what you mean. Julie, because of everything that happened back there, you don't want to go back to your life in Pine Valley. That's okay. Oh, yeah, fine. Honey, we don't have to go back there. We don't, all right? We can go wherever you want. We'll forget that place ever existed, all right? Will that make you happy? Look, it doesn't matter to me where we go, all right? As long as we're together.
From all my children, Robert Duncan McNeil.
The letter says that the lawyers had trouble tracing down all your father's various accounts, but he must have amassed a small fortune over the years.
I don't care. Thanks to him, my mom's in prison, and I've got a name that's going to make me different from everybody else. I mean, nobody's ever going to let me forget that I'm James Stenbeck's son. Like those kids in school. Now, those are the kids that pushed me into that fight yesterday and made Emily fall. And thanks to them, she's in the hospital. Like, I don't want any of his damn money.
From As the World Turns, Andy Kavovitz.
She almost died. Then she pulled through, and I thought everything was going to be great. Now her parents are taking her away. And that's the same for me as if she had died. Is there anything you can count on? Is there anything that's permanent?
From As the World Turns, Scott DeFreitas.
This room always did me.
You're scared to death. What are you doing in here?
Well, I told you about our tradition. It's one that dies hard.
Baby, how'd you get in here?
Dr. Roundatree there. I've come for that kiss.
What? I told you don't get that until you say the magic words.
I don't know if you realize this, but you're about to marry a very determined man. You know that?
Oh, yeah? Well, you're tying the knot with a very stubborn woman.
Well, I guess there's only one question left to find out.
What?
Which one of us is quicker?
And from Santa Barbara, Ross Kettle.
And the winner is Billy Warlock, Days of Our Lives.
I don't have a darn thing planned to say. I didn't expect this, I swear. I just want to thank everybody for this award. I mean, I couldn't have done it without a greater group of people that I work with, the writers, the producers, my friends, my family, everybody. I don't want to name names, there's too many of them. But thank you so much. There's one other person I promised I would say because he gave me a start, isn't it? Bobby Hoffman. I really wanted to say thank you to him for my start years ago. Just thank everybody, really. Thank you very much.
Our next presenters are from All My Children. Now, Phoebe Wallingford, or Aunt Phoebe, as everybody calls her, is an eccentric, wealthy socialite. Palmer Cortland, on the other hand, is a wealthy, ruthless, successful, ruthless, and sometimes even ruthless businessman.
But Palmer, it's a tri-centenary event.
Mm-hmm.
It's a once in a lifetime.
That's what the governor said.
The governor?
Mm-hmm.
He's coming?
Yes, and our 2 senators.
Palmer, I must be a part of that.
Say please.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Mitchell and Ruth Warren.
Let's take a look at the nominees for Outstanding Ingenue in a Daytime Drama.
I used to
say please.
Ruth, please.
I used to dream of what it would be like if you were marrying me instead of you. And it would happen just that way. On a warm night, he'd come to the pond where I was swimming. We wouldn't speak. We'd make love. And it would be beautiful. And it was beautiful.
From As the World Turns, Julianne Moore.
Listen, I'm just a little street kid from the ghetto. I don't do nobody no harm. I don't do drugs, and I definitely don't.
Ooh. Who started the merry-go-round? What's wrong?
Zena.
Oh.
No, I'll be all right. I just think I got the rockin' pneumonia or the boogie-woogie flu.
From Ryan Pope to Tina Arnold.
I can't wait. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to explore the Stanford campus in San Francisco. We're going to see the cable cars and the bridge and the Pacific Ocean.
Do you know what I heard? I heard on the clear day you can see all the way to Hawaii.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you know what's really going to be great? It's just going to be Julie and Charlie in California, just by themselves.
From All My Children, Lauren Holly.
If you dare to breathe a word of this to Cord, then I'm going to have to tell him a little story myself. This little story all about sweet little Allison Perkins and the witch that she had as an accomplice.
Now, who on earth could you be talking about?
I know how you tried to convince Clint that Vicky was still Nikki. You tried to destroy our entire family.
From One Life to Live, Andrea Evans.
You lost the baby.
Oh, God. No.
Julianne Moore. It's the world famous.
Julianne is not here. She has asked me to read this acceptance. I spent 3 years on As the World Turns that were wonderful and rewarding due to the people that I worked with. I thank them all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Coming up, the award for your favorite children's series after these messages.
And James Anthony Nielsen. Jacob, both these young men are here to introduce some very special people. Jacob, who will you be introducing?
My daddy.
And Buddy, who will you be introducing?
My mommy.
Jacob, what show is your daddy on?
Guiding Light.
And Buddy, what show is your mother on?
At the hotel.
Now,
ladies and gentlemen, here's my daddy, Jerry Verdorn.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's my daddy, Jerry Verdorn. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my mommy, Lisa Brown.
We're here to present the award for Outstanding Children's Series, and here are the nominees. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Sesame Street. And the winner is...
Sesame Street.
Oh, Ridge, I'm sure even you have felt self-doubt from time to time.
Only with women.
That'll be the day.
A toast, then, to Caroline's apparent conquest of the publishing world. And to continued conquests with whatever you touch.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the bold and the beautiful, Joanna Johnson, Ron Moss, and Catherine Kelly Lang.
Well, ladies, this is something I've wanted to do since I was a boy.
You mean being with two women at the same time?
Only in your dreams, Ron.
Actually, I was referring to announcing the nominees for Outstanding Animated Series, because I love cartoons.
Being able to ride on my brother's coattails. Hi, Will Schreiner's brother. And I got a table here. Girls, Will Schreiner's brother. Get out of here.
All right. Well, for me,
what is it for you, pal?
For me, it's constantly having to apologize for my brother.
Make you look like.
Well, I'd like to see some of the Oprah wigs.
You want an Oprah wig? You might get the wig, but it ain't gonna make you look like Oprah.
You know, I mean, it's little things like this, and I'm saying to myself,
Is there an Oprah wig out?
They got an Oprah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, they do. Yes. Yes.
And it carbonated itself.
You want an Oprah wig? You might get the wig, but it ain't gonna make you look like Oprah.
You know, I mean, it's little things like this, and I'm saying to myself, now,
Is there an Oprah wig out?
They got a
Yes, ma'am. Yes, they do. Yes. Yes. I'm wearing one. I'm wearing one. I'm wearing it now.
That's an Oprah wig?
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Jackie Zeman.
You know, Ken, the contribution that writers make to daytime drama is invaluable. Would you care to elaborate on that?
Elaborate? No, not without my writers.
Here are the nominees for outstanding writing of a daytime drama.
The writing team of All My Children.
The writing team from The Judge.
The writing team from Santa Barbara.
Writing team from Superior Court.
And the winner is, straight from the picket lines, All My Children.
Thank you very, very much. It's really a thrill to be here to see all of you again. We've missed you. A special thank you to Agnes Nixon, the creator of All My Children, without whom none of us would be here. There are so many of you who make All My Children possible, this wonderful writing team. The people at ABC Daytime, Josie, Mickey, our production staff, Steve and Kristen and Tom, and especially this incredible group of actors who are so deserving of credit. Thank you. We all have friends and family who've kept us going during this strike. In my case, Ron and Annie, thank you. And finally, I hope we all share that both sides will soon come to an agreement and we can all go back to work. Thank you.
Coming up next, the award for Outstanding Actor, so don't move a muscle.
We're about to pay tribute to 5 very talented gentlemen.
The nominees for Outstanding Actor in a Daytime Drama.
Oh, you said it was your fault. Look at that girl in there. And I think maybe my God, she would have taken you with her. I read about these teenage packs, these suicide packs, these copycat things. Andrew, listen to me. She's the first girl you've ever been really close to. I look at you. And I think, what if you were in there on that table right now? What if that was you? That scares the hell out of me, Andrew. When I get scared, I get mad.
From As the World Turns, Larry Brigman.
This doesn't make sense, Steve. You're gonna give up a woman that you love, a woman like Taylor, to a virtuous stranger? It just doesn't make sense.
It does if that stranger's your brother. He's my brother, Billy.
From Days of Our Lives, Stephen Nichols.
How are you? All right? Sure. Stuart?
sorry. It's okay. It's okay. God can't let her die. It's not fair.
From all my children, David Canary.
There's not another child in the whole world who could mean to me what you mean to me and to your mom. When I first saw you, we both first saw you, you were so pretty. So very pretty and so serious. And we loved you from that very first day, and that love has only grown stronger and deeper. I'm so proud to have you as my daughter.
From all my children, Robert Gentry.
Why don't we talk about what really did happen, which is that I just got convicted of first-degree murder, and the next time I walk into that room, that woman is going to tell me the rest of my life will be spent in a cage, locked up some way away from you. Now, you want to talk about that?
It's not going to be forever.
You don't know it's not forever. You don't know that, Eden. I don't know that. That's what you wish. This is the real world. Things don't always work out the way we want. Let's not coat this. This ain't a dream.
And from Santa Barbara, A. Martinez.
And the winner is David Canary from All My Children.
I am painfully aware that this belongs to my brother Stuart. Speech went right out of my head. I want to thank everybody in the world, I guess. Running out of time, I want to thank everybody that had anything to do with those two wonderful plot lines that I've had the last year. All the people at ABC, all my children, the incredible actors I get a chance to work with. You know who you are. My wives. Julia Barr, who keeps Adam on the ground, and Ellen Wheeler, who keeps Stuart well in the air. I want to thank my parents, who are still alive and well and happy and living in Massillon, Ohio. And I want to thank my wife, Maureen Maloney Canary, for giving me two beautiful children and a happy home and keeping us laughing. Finally, I want to mention a gentleman named Max Navarre, who has been an advisor, consultant, writer for the AIDS plot the last year. Max died of AIDS about 6 weeks ago. And to him, and all those that have gone before him, and all those that are yet to come, this is dedicated. Thank you.
We'll return with this year's Outstanding Actress in just a moment.
The pain was awful.
Well, Lassie, we've got 5 powerful nominees for this year's Outstanding Performance by a Dramatic Actress.
Indeed we do. And here are some examples of their work.
Do you think I might come in just for a short time?
I don't think so. After what Dusty told me about the last time that you were here when he wouldn't cooperate.
Darling, you know that if I overreact, you know me and you know why. It's because I love you and I am frustrated and I feel helpless. Apparently you can forget the 18 years that you were my daughter. I can't.
From As the World Turns, Elizabeth Hubbard.
Thank you for giving me my baby. And so beautiful. Please help me to be a good mother to this baby. And fill her life with love. Lots of love.
From All My Children, Susan Lucci.
Daddy, I said I like you. Want some popcorn?
Yeah. Why don't you
you go home and pop some?
But this house may never know how.
You know what I was thinking? Remember that time you and I were at the French Film Festival?
The most maddening day of my life.
You kept proposing to me, and the audience kept telling you to shut up.
So did you, as I recall?
Those were the days.
From Santa Barbara, Marcy Walker.
Nothing in his life really had any meaning unless it was somehow connected to his children, his sons, and his daughter. And even though we are here today to bury him, I somehow find it very hard to think of him. I somehow find it very hard to... Oh, God. Oh, God, I miss him.
From One Life to Live, Erica Slayback.
Oh, say, man, I lay down the law to you. Well, I'm laying it down to you now in earnest. You may not die. There's just too many tears left to be shed. I'm too angry. You haven't heard the last of my angry words, and there's too much love laying wasting. You haven't been an easy man these past few months to love. John, you remember our promise? Didn't we promise one another we'd never go to bed angry?
From Ryan's Hope, Helen Gallagher.
And the winner is Helen Gallagher from Ryan's Hope.
Helen isn't here, so she has this acceptance note. Helen says, I'd like to say what a happy and unanticipated surprise this is in the 13th season of Ryan's Hope to be so honored by my peers.
The award for Outstanding Drama is coming up next, so don't go away. Ladies and gentlemen, last year's Emmy winners for Outstanding Actor and Actress in a Daytime Drama, from As the World Turns and Guiding Light, Larry Brickman and Kim Zimmer.
Jimmy, it's up to us to present the last award of the afternoon, Outstanding Daytime Drama. This is the really big one.
I know, and the suspense is killing me.
Well, I've got the perfect remedy. Here are the nominees. The winner is Santa Barbara.
I speak for all of us when I say it's been a long road, and we are thrilled and proud to be here. And I speak personally when I say that though New World Television locked me out of the studio, they couldn't lock me out of the Emmys. So I think that I have to say all of us share this with a fantastic cast and crew and staff, associate writers, all work together to win this award today. I thank you. I want to thank particularly the man who is the creative genius behind the concept and the original characters and stories, my husband, Jerry Dobson. I want to thank the associate writers and particularly the story editors who have done so much to make the show what it is and how good it is. And I want to thank some kids, Mary and Andy Dobson, participants, supporters, the best. Thank you all. Thank the Academy.